own, but we'll just stay together. Well done, Charles. Good effort there.
Well done, Charles.
Good stock, mate.
Good demo. Yeah, we're just one person, righto?
Yeah.
We're just going to do that same thing again, except on this yard. So, come up this side.
Because the gate's on that side?
Yeah, this yard, because you're feeding that gate, it's got a bit of a shoulder on it. You come up this side. And just when you're coming up here, this is part of their education. So they've got to get relief coming past us. So we don't want to charge up here and put fear into them. We just want to ask them to get relief coming past us. This is the first yard of their education. Oh, well, that back there's the first yard. This is the second yard of their education for this process. Good cattle. Good cattle. Now, Holly, what three things are going to keep us alive in the cattle yard?
Observation, concentration, anticipation.
Well done. Well, we need to observe where we're going into. Make sure that when we put them in there, they're going to stay in there. So this gate looks good. Probably done up, that one's done up. Okay, looks good to me. Now we want 30 head up into this yard. How are we going to get 30 up there, Clinton?
Same principle, but someone at the gate been able to walk backwards and forwards here to...
Not that way, not that way. That way. Right, so we're just one person. We'll just walk down here and count. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And where do we get relative to there? Depends on the flight zone of the cattle. So in this case, probably about here somewhere. I'll wait around. 5, 6, 7. Good cattle. Slow that one down because he's about to run. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Step forward to get another one. Wait. 13, 14, 15, 16. Good cattle. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Critical part. 27. 28, check the brakes. 29. We know we only want one of these, right? Don't cut one off. Just come to the block section of this one here. The red one, we don't want this one. Come to the block section. So that one sees me in 2 eyes and stops. Sees me in 2 eyes and stops. We haven't offended him. We haven't turned him around. We're closing the gate. Next time we open the gate, we'll get our next 30 in easy. We haven't offended anyone. We've just got 30 and we've left them wanting to come in. Right, I come in here. Good cattle. Now we've got the next very important phase, which is exactly the same as that yard, except the flight zone is now necessarily less. And we're getting them used to us being a bit closer. We all good? Come with me. Come around this side because we want these cattle to line up to go into that yard. So if they rotate around us this way, they'll end up facing that gate. So this is a better way to go. Now this is the same thing, just a bit of pressure and then relief. They get relief come past us. So look over there, you'll see that grey heifer. She's got to turn a bit and come past us to make room for these other ones to be able to do it. Good cattle, just walk in here a little bit, make a bit of noise if they can't see you. Good cattle. This one can't see me, so I'll just move him out of the way. Good cattle. Turn him on the bend. Good cattle. Good cattle. And this is where you don't want heel biting dogs, because the risk of getting kicked is far higher if your dogs have been heel biting these cattle. These ones are pretty good. They haven't had too many heel biters on them. Good cattle. They just get relief walking past, so as they go, we walk forward, they get relief. They're pretty calm about that flight zone because we've come inside their flight zones, but they're just getting used to us being a little bit closer, a little bit closer. Every yard we do that exact same thing. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4 yards before they enter the race. By the time they enter the race is just a narrow yard like this. All we've got to do is walk against them, they'll go down the race, go along the race. So, okay, the next yard, I'll just set the next yard up.
He has these two open because the yard's too small. The next yard's too small to have them all in.
Alright Dan, you're the boss man.
So just explain why have you got that gate open?
Oh, just that yard there. It's 2 small yards, we just use it as 1 yard. You're the boss Dan, so regulate these cattle into this yard. How are we going to do that? Yep, looking good. Yep, well, we'll just follow you as close as we can so we're not getting in your way. That's a go. Now, if they run, step back this way. Because there's quite a few of us, we're a bit imposing. Yep, step back. You might have to keep stepping back because you don't need to get more. That's good. Keep stepping back, Dan. That's good. You see they're quite comfortable really walking past us at this flight zone. Now that one up there, don't get up it too much because it's the only reason it hasn't come because it doesn't know his mates are gone yet. But as soon as he looks around, he'll go, where are my mates? You can step slightly down the fence to put a little bit of pressure on it so it can get relief coming this way. That's good. Yeah, that's good Dan. Pause a little bit, give him some relief. Just so he knows that's what you want him to do. He gets rewarded for that. And then yeah, Holly and I step through a little bit. Those last couple will go in. Then we can go in the gate here. Go that way, Holly. Steady, mate. Good cattle. So you can see we go every yard, and every yard they just get a little bit more accepting of our presence at that inside their flight zone. So their flight zone's actually receding, just making it, but it's only working because of all that work we've done previously out there with walking them around the pen, walking around with the dogs, the way that Quentin and Charles put them up into that yard to this yard to that one. So in this yard here, it's split in half by a panel, doesn't matter, we'll just go up to that panel. By us looking into that yard, we'll put enough pressure to bring these back. If there's only one of you, it's no problem. So we've got to stay pretty tight, Nat, up against that panel there. Just go up there with a bit of pace, Holly, so that the ones inside see you coming. Keep coming through. Just stay with Holly there. A little bit of pace there so that there's pressure in that yard and they can get relief coming back into this yard.
And the reason you're bringing them back into this yard?
So we can get around this gate and get the next yard. Yeah, it's good, Holly. Just by us looking in there, should be enough to get those cattle to yield. If not, we might just have to go over or go around. But there you go. Rarely do you have to ever go in there to get a start. You might end up with 3 or 4 in there that don't come out. That's all right. And that's pretty typical. Those cattle are flowing out nicely because they're now looking for that relief every time we put a little bit of pressure on. Good cattle. Now, Paul, if you just sneak around that post when you reckon you've got enough here, you'll get a few more here. That's good. You can see those cattle are pretty accepting of this pressure now. That's good. Good cattle. And just, yeah, clear them out a bit. Good cattle. Yeah, just pressure back this way again. Pressure that back. Now get the hose out. Observation. I notice there's a hose in the way.
Now, what role's Sugar going to play in this down in? Is she going to put them off?
Sugar's a barrier. Holly, just come up to here and then regulate the flow by use it just in this yard. So if they run, move along with them. Yeah, you got full control. Ask them just to go into that next gate. That's good. Good work, Holly. Steady, guys.
Have you given them yet? Have you given them anything for ticks?
Nah,
They're Brahmins.
they're not bloody speckle park.
No, I see a few of them there, but.
Yeah, that's building up their antibodies. That's the vaccination tick.
Yeah, but you don't do it while you wean them? Give them a 7 and 1 or a 5 and 1 or anything?
They get that branding,
Yeah. Oh, Brandon.
and then generally they get a sidectin, which would control a few ticks and flies at weaning. Well done. Now we'll just do the same again. Now, on the tick. Normally we'd start bringing another 30 up, so we'd have 30 here, 30 there. But we'll just keep going with this whole run so everyone knows what we're doing. Steady, mate. Now, who's in charge on this run? Nat, which way should we go? The gate opens this way, and we've got to put him into that pen.
Carefully up there.
Let him come back into here. Yeah, good plan, you go. We'll follow. Yeah, just talk to them if you're sneaking up on them so they know you're coming through. And remember, we're a bit in your way, so yeah, give these ones an opportunity to turn around a little bit and make position down the yard so there's room for these other ones to come. There you go. Yeah, that's good. Don't get kicked.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's good. And just give them a little bit of time to come back, especially when there's some that aren't lined up properly. You might have to just bend that bull back. This one here, bend him back a little bit, the bend section
I
there.
don't think I have a wing tail, but I can keep
There you go. Now check your yard. It's all looking pretty good. All done up. Look at it, Shug.
There's another cow.
Yeah, 31. Righto, Nat. Feed them up into there. Now you just got to get a lead. Work on the best way to get a lead. Now you're talking. Step forward now. Step forward. That's good. And just regulate that lead in there.
Take just a couple.
No, in this case, weaning will just fill that yard. We'll have no trouble using that classic bud box design there to get those cattle to go up the race.
So what's a bud box?
That's where you have a square box, about 6 metres by 9 metres. And all you got to do is lean into the cattle. And because they look for relief, they get the relief going in the race. And the idea here is these cattle get a pretty free run down that race, so that next time or the rest of their life when they go down the race, they're quite happy to feed naturally down the race. The cattle. Cattle don't tend to be frightened of the odd needles and things we give them. They're more frightened of the pressure we put on them in the race.
Yeah.
And a lot of that pressure just come outside here. They're, from this pen, a bit smaller pen, will work in front, from the very front of the race. And probably only room for one. If I'll do this one, then you guys can do the following one. So in this case, yeah, you can open everything up. We've got to hang on to something. Now just be aware that standing up here is going to influence those cattle, so yeah, just stand back there a little bit. And we'll open this up. And from now on we'll leave this swing gate open. Yep. I need to do is pressure into here, and those cattle will seek relief looking for the race. So I'll get a lead. Get a bit of momentum. Good cattle. Start those up. Good cattle. Now lean back into this box. Get a lead. Good cattle. Good cattle. What we're doing is put a bit of pressure, release. Good pressure. Yeah, if those cattle balk in the race, do we get the electric jigger out? Start hitting them with power? No, we don't need to. This one's a bit unsure where it wants to go. It can make a choice. It can come past me and get relief, or it can go back out. Don't worry about closing it. It can go back out there and get reminded. It can choose to go back, or it can choose to go forward. Cattle. It's its choice. It makes the right choice. Now what I've got to do is walk against these cattle like we've been doing in every yard, and we get a feed. Same again. I don't really need this stick. This is their first run, so they're a bit unsure. It's its choice.
Pretty good at walking backwards, that one.
Pressure back here. Just work that race bit, you know, keep the pressure back here. That same one, if he wants to back out, that's fine. If he wants to go forward, that's fine. But really, we're just encouraging him to explore this race, and the fact that there's no tigers hiding up there under that shed. But he doesn't know that yet. With a free run, being through there, you'll realise that there's nothing to be frightened of. Put his pressure back again.
You reckon they do it too when we're not there? That would chuck the garden in with the jigger.
Expediency, just put a little bit of pressure. Good cattle.
So are you pushing them into the race?
No, I'm pushing back there and asking them to choose to go up that race. Pushing back here. Ask them to choose to go up that race. Then we'll get momentum from movement, creating movement. We don't want them to go through too fast, we want them just to have a nice easy run up there. Let them come up, they want to go up. some pressure back. Make it uncomfortable back there for him. Make it comfortable up there for them. Here he comes, he's just cleaner this time, that's him there. See how he goes this time. This first time's always a little bit finicky, you get a bit of confusion, they're not sure what we're asking them to do. Keep the pressure, the relief, pressure relief. I always choose to go up there in the end. Hopefully that white one will come back. Yeah, just lock them off there, sharp, and keep them going. Just so that we can get it through so they know it's not frightening up there. That's good, Holly, just walk back along the line there a bit. If you've got to go out again, go outside the flight zone a bit and then just come back along again. Come back along. Yep. Get a bit of pressure back. Relief forward. Well done. Yeah, old mate. Come back. Here comes the grey fellow that's been up before us. Come on, mate. Give him a bit of pressure back. There you go. I think he's decided to choose to go forward here. With that grey fella, come from a bit further up the race. Come down there. Still not good.